big mistake a lot of people do on Pinterest. They find all the keywords, the top ones. They're not even worried if those keywords are the best keywords for them. Let's say if your post is about writing a LinkedIn post, you don't need to talk about background banner because it's not a background banner. People, they collect the top keywords and they stash them. Sometimes they put a little dash in between, or that little, I don't know what's they call it, the standing dash, right? You give a space, you put a standing dash, a space and another word and a space and a standing dash and so on. Just like you would do with hashtags. Don't do that. Pinterest doesn't like that. Pinterest is just like Google. Google doesn't want us to stash things. Google wants us to talk in conversational, natural sentences, right? So that's exactly the thing that you need to keep in mind. So to summarize, if you are writing Pinterest, anything for Pinterest, don't think it is so difficult, so hard. What I want you to keep in mind always, number one, it has to have keywords. And let me do a little stop share here so you can see me. So it has to have keywords, right? The keywords need to be relevant. So we don't want to be using keywords that are not relevant to our content, because we want the people who want our content to find us. So let's not use just because they're trending. Number two, everything has to be written in a way that a sentence would make sense. Number three, you don't need to make those sentences super, super long, especially if it's just the title, just so it sounds grammatically beautiful and poetic. No, you don't have, you can do it shorter for the best use of your keywords. And we are not going to be, unless we are testing something new, we are not going to be asking questions in those descriptions. We're not. We don't want to do that. People are not reading that to get to know you, to have a conversation. They're going there for the value, for the answer. So in terms of call to actions, it's always good. You can totally write a pin title in a call to action. One of my favorite ways is to the title, learn how to set up and optimize your LinkedIn profile. That learn right there for me is a sort of a call to action. I'm telling you, you want to learn this, you need to go and see this, right? And I am not, titles can double as CTAs. Also, when you're writing the description, you could get there, visit to learn more, check out my profile, or, anything that you could use. Back in the day, we used to do a lot of click to learn more. And then someone started spreading the news that the word click could be shadow banned because it was clickbait. Do we have any proof of that? No. But people stopped using the word click. If you don't want to use the word click, you can use the word visit. If you are using a pin that has a link, or check the profile for more information, there will be pins in which you don't have a link. So you don't want to say, you need to send them to the profile. Or there are pins that your call to action will be follow me or save this for more. Those are behaviors that we want people to do. Those are actions that we want them to take within Pinterest. So it really will, the call to action will go along with what is that your business or person is doing on Pinterest, right? What action do they want their audience to take? If it's an ad, shop now, buy now, you can do that. Nothing wrong with it. You can have, actually, you can, if you're promoting a product, you can have a sticker right there, shop. We avoid the now because Pinterest doesn't like the urgency when we are creating images. And sometimes when you're creating descriptions, they don't really love when you push the urgency. However, you can ask people to shop. You can ask people to buy. Nothing wrong with that. And if you are writing descriptions for pins that will be promoted, it's not going to be much different than a pin that I just posted. Why? Because we don't create, it's unlike Facebook that you go in and you create the ad. On Pinterest, you don't go in and create the ad. You go in, you create the pin or the post, and then that becomes an ad. And the moment that you turn off the ad, that pin continues living. It doesn't die off. So we don't have to have that distinction. Is this copy for organic or promoted? However, you could change, the call to action and things like that.